Leon Edwards finally spoke on the Ian Garry situation. As most of you know, last week Ian was all over MMA headlines. He claimed that Leon and his head coach kicked him out of the gym over insecurities. Ian claimed that Leon didn't want other contenders training at the same gym. Team Renegade released a response saying that Ian's approach to training just didn't align with theirs. Leon, in an interview with Sky Sports, says that Ian's comments are bullshit. Leon went on to say, "I think everyone knows that's bullshit. I'm on top of my game. Basically, the gym just decided that he wasn't fitting for the gym. We're just too different. The culture in our gym, he's like a talker, a social media guy, brings his cameras everywhere. He's late to sessions. It's like two different cultures to what we have in our gym. The guys decided, not because of me. I wish him well in his career. I've got nothing good or bad to say about him. The coaches decided that he didn't fit into the gym. It wasn't his first gym that he's been kicked out of, right? He was in America. What happened there? His gym in Ireland that he started with. What happened there? So it can't be everyone else around you, right? I didn't knock him out in training, by the way. He got good work. But how do you go from that to insecure? I think he wants this. He wants everyone talking about him, and like I said, I wish him well. Hopefully he finds a team that he can actually settle with, and it's his team. I just find it strange how you get to this level with no team is weird. Being in the UFC, you've got no one that's loyal to you or wants you there. That is strange." Paddy Pimblett agrees that his upcoming fight against Tony Ferguson is a lose-lose situation for him. Paddy versus Tony goes down at UFC 296 on December 16th. Speaking to ESPN, Paddy said, "This is a lose-lose situation for me because when I beat him, people are going to be like, Tony was finished anyway. He needed to retire anyway. But if the unthinkable happens and I do lose, I've been beaten by a finished Tony Ferguson. So it's one of them. It's a lose-lose situation. But at the same time, I've told you before and I'll say it again. I never turn down a fight. Whatever fight gets offered to me, I take it. And I got offered Tony Ferguson. It's a big fight. The biggest fight of my life. Fighting an absolute legend of the sport. He's one of the top 5 lightweights of all time. He went on a 12-fight win streak. He's a brilliant fighter. He's got a great personality as well. So I can't wait to share the octagon with such a legend. He's a very dangerous guy. He can finish anyone. Even in the fights that he's lost on the 6-fight losing streak, he's nearly finished Justin Gaethje in the second round, nearly finished Michael Chandler in the first round, he dropped Bobby Green in the first round, so it's not as if in all these fights he's being absolutely dominated." Aljamain Sterling reveals the UFC offered him Calvin Kattar for his first fight at featherweight. Aljo claims he was offered 2 other opponents. However, they are his friends, so he turned them down.
Dude, those are the type of guys I'm gonna need to fight. It's a lot of work.
They might give you the Izzy treatment. Just fight this one top guy and then you're right there. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, breaking news, I was offered Kattar. Amongst 3 others, two other of the guys were actually friends, so I said respectfully I would actually like to decline those. One of them was coming off of a loss. Kattar was the highest ranking opponent out of all of them.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Jake, were you aware that he was about to break news?
No. But yeah, he's big, bro.
Kattar is big.
Robert Whittaker has no problem with Dricus du Plessis receiving the next middleweight title shot. Rob thinks it's only right that Dricus got it. Speaking to Submission Radio, Rob said it kind of cleared a lot of things up because the division is in a really crazy spot. There's so many fighters that are already busy, or that are inactive, or that are just sitting on the sidelines. And with the wins and losses that we've had in the top 5, it's just shuffled everything up. And then you have Chimaev and Usman coming in and fighting for a title shot, allegedly just shaking everything up. But to hear Dricus is getting the title shot with Sean, I think it's fair. Because he wasn't in a lot of the talks for the next title shot with Sean. And where did it leave him? Where did that leave him? Props to him. He did beat me, and I think that earned something. I guess that's the moral of the story. The division, especially the top 5, at the stakes that we play at, it's just rife with opportunity. And Sean is the perfect example of being ready and in the right place at the right time, and obviously having the skills to back it up. Dana White went off on a major UFC sponsor after they demanded he take down his Instagram post about Donald Trump. Dana recently went on Theo Von's podcast. He said, "I posted a video for Trump on my personal social media. One of our big sponsors called and said, take that down. You know what I said? Go f*** yourself. You vote for whoever you want to vote for, and I'll vote for whoever I want to vote for. That's how this works. I don't even care who you're voting for. It's none of my f***ing business. F*** you. Don't ever f***ing call me and tell me who to vote for. I'm at a point now in my life and my career where I want to be with people that I'm aligned with. It's not just about the money. It is about the money because it's a sponsorship deal, but it's not just about the money. I'm not going to take a bigger offer if it's not something that I'm aligned with, and I don't 100% believe in. When you do a sponsorship deal with anybody, you have to look deep into who they are and who's running the company, who's making the decisions, and are you aligned? It's like this whole Bud Light deal. People are talking shit now, sellout and all this. Believe me, I'm the furthest f***ing thing from a sellout. Bud Light is the right move for me. They're exactly who I want to be with right now, and we are very aligned as far as core values go. 65,000 Americans they employ. That right there should be enough. 65,000 Americans are employed there. Why would you want to put a bullet in that brand off of one fucking thing? How about you go back and look at all the good things they've done and where they really stand and what they believe in? They take care of veterans. They take care of veterans' families and first responders' families who have fallen. The list goes on and on. Almost $1 billion a year with U.S. farmers. That alone is the reason you should be drinking fucking Bud Light. I look deeper than just oh, they did this fucking can with whoever. I don't give a shit about that. They're showing right now that they're coming with me and they want to be aligned with me. Those of you that are hardcore, some of you are fanatical on this shit. You guys think you're all looking for an apology. I'm not going to fucking apologize to you. Jamahal Hill reveals that Israel Adesanya messaged him right after Alex Pereira called him out at UFC 295. Izzy told Jamahal Alex is all his.
And that's essentially what it is. I know after the fight, Alex calls out Izzy, which to me was funny, hilarious. Like, you focused on Izzy. Izzy's not focused on you at all, which to me, I feel is a benefit to me, because that really shows a lack of understanding of what I bring to the table and the dangers that I possess to him as a fighter. You know, my assessment on the fight was honestly, it was a good fight. They don't look bad. They just look slow to me. They just don't look like he can compete at the same speed, pace, and with the volume that I'm willing to bring in there, that I bring whenever I come and fight, and the efficiency that I come with whenever I come in there to fight. And for anybody worried about Izzy and all this and that, he might jump the line. Izzy already messaged me. He messaged me the same night that it happened. And he already let him. He's all yours. Yeah, all mine. Alex is nobody's. Alex, it's right here, bro. It's right here. There is nobody else. It's just me. There is no other interference, nothing. It's just me. I'm the only thing that you have to worry about. Or don't worry about. But understand, when I come through, you gonna feel me. I think that's a good place to end it at.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Chris Dank 741. It says, Tony Ferguson is the only man on the planet that makes Goggins feel like a normal person. The second one says, the last thing Tony needed was this kind of training. He already has that never quit mindset. And the final one's from Acid Aroma. It says, that Tony Ferguson part really had me tearing up. He really is one of the toughest fighters the UFC has ever seen. Even on his losing streak, no one will ever match his willpower, and I still believe in El Kukui. Champ shit only. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.